Hello there, welcome to CXC Math TV. And today what we will be doing, we're going to be working through a MCQ paper, exam style question of what you would get in terms of converting fractions to decimal, converting decimals to fractions, converting fractions to percentages, decimal to percentages, and vice versa. So these are all exam style questions that you can get. With that being said, let us get started and have some fun. So question number one, it starts by saying, what is 16 over 36 as a decimal? What is 16 over 36? All right, so we need to convert this to a decimal. All right, now if you have to take out your calculator, all right, because we're not going to do the division, too much time. So if we take out our calculator and we have 16 out of 36, all right, that's going to give us 4 out of 9 as a fraction simplified. And when you look at it as a decimal, you get 0.4444444444 continuing forever. All right, so we realize that this is equal to 0.44444444. And if you were told to do it without your calculator, remember how we do it? We'd have to do the long division. And we got 36 into 16. 36 into 16 can't happen. 0 times 36 is 0. We subtract, bring down the 16, put our placeholder 0. Then we'll put a point here because 36 couldn't have went into 16. Then we'll say 36 into 160, 4 times. 4 times 36, 144. Then we subtract 160 minus 144, that leaves 16, put with 0. And if you continue, you're going to keep on getting 0.444. So if you didn't want to do it with your calculator, that's fine. But which of these best represents 0.44444444? Remember, 0.45, nope. 0.45 is not it. 0.44, 0.40, this one out. So these two are out. Now we're between B and D. Now D is what? 0.4 with a dot. The dot above it means that the 4 is recurring. Remember that 0.44 can be written as 0.4 with the dot above it to show that it is recurring. So your option is D. So part B, option B was a distractor. All right, so that would have been option B. Okay, lovely, nice. So now you go ahead and pause the video and attempt this question. The recurring decimal 0.45 as a fraction is? All right, so we should have paused and attempted 0.45 and it says recurring. And that's why the dot them above it. So what this is saying is 0.454545, and it keep on repeating. 0.4545454545, like we're hearing echoes. All right, which of these is 0.45 recurring? Now 9 over 20, if you were to convert this to a decimal, that's just 0.45. All right, and let's say you have out your calculator, 9 out of 20, you're going to get 0.45. But 0.45, it's not recurring, it stopped right there. Okay, cool. Now check out 5 over 11. 5 over 11. 5 over 11 is 0.454545454545. So all of this is 5 over 11. All right. So how you'd have worked it out without the calculator? Remember, all you do is do your long division, 11 into 5. 11 into 5 goes 0 times. 0 times 11 is 0. You subtract. You then bring down the 5. Then you add a 0. Anytime you add a 0 right here, you put your point up here now. And then we have 11 into 50. 11 into 50 goes 4 times. 4 times 11, 44. We subtract, we get 6. We add another 0. 11 into 60, 5 times, 11 times 5, 55. We subtract, add another 0, and we're going to keep on going on, and we're going to keep on get 45, 45, 45, 45, going on for an eternity. So that is how it is option B. All right, question 3 says, what is 1.25 as a percentage? 1.25 as a percentage. The easiest way to go from decimal to percentage is to go from decimal to fraction. So 1.25 is really 1 and 25 over 100. And then you can write that as an improper fraction, which is 1 times 100 plus the 25. So that's 125 over 100, and then you multiply it by 100. That's how we convert a fraction to percentage. We multiply the fraction by 100. Now the 100 will cancel this 100, and so we're left back with 125. So 1.25 as a percentage is 125%. Beautiful. Nice. All right. Now this one says, what is 12 over 25 as a percentage? So now we're going from fraction to percentage. To go from fraction to percentage, we just multiply by 100. So multiply this by 100, but we can say 25 into itself goes 1 time. 25 into 100 goes 4 times. 12 times 4 is 48. So this is 48%. Now, if you do have your calculator, you can let your calculator work for you. 12 out of 25. And then you multiply it by 100. You do that, there it is, you're 48%. Beautiful. All right. Now practice to do this paper one without your calculator though, because for Csec in exams, you cannot use a calculator in the paper one. So it's good to practice without your calculator. Now this one says, what is 55% written as a fraction? So to go from percentages to fraction, 55%, remember, is 55 over 100. That's how we're going to do. We're just going to write the percentage that they give you and put it out of 100. So this is 55 over 100. Now we just need to simplify it. Now we can divide both the numerator and the denominator by, we look for what's its highest common factor. The highest common factor between 55 and 100, it looks like 5. So if we divide 55 and 100 by 5, 55 divided by 5 is 11. 100 divided by 5 is 20. So the answer is 11 out of 20. Beautiful. Again, I always say it's good to have a calculator to check your answer. You just type in 55 over 100, press equal, and it gives you the 11 out of 20. That's what you get when you check it. Nice. Now let's have a look at question 6. Please pause and attempt. It says 60% of a number is 27. What is the number? If 60% of a number is 27, right? We don't know what the number is, but 60%. So let's call the number x. 60% of x is equal to 27. What is x? Now remember, 60% is 60 out of 100. The word of means multiply. So you're saying 60 out of 100 multiplied by the unknown number x is equal to 27. Now we just need to transpose and make x the subject. But 60 out of 100, you can always simplify. This 0 cancel this 0. And 2 into 6 goes 3 times. 2 into 10 goes 5 times. So this is now 3 over 5 times x is equal to 27. To make x the subject, we can cross multiply. So we'll cross multiply, we get 3x is equal to 27 times 5. Now let's work out 27 times 5 over here because we want to do it without the calculator. 5 times 7 is 35. 5 2s 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. So what we end up get is 3x is equal to 135. All right. So now we just need to do our division. All right. Not enough space. So let's do the division over here. So 3x is 135. So divide both sides by 3. 3 into itself 1. 3 into itself 1. 135 divided by 3. 3 into itself goes 1 time. 3 into 13 goes 4 times with a remainder of 1. And 3 into 15 goes 5 times. And so x is 45. So therefore, x is equal to 45. Beautiful, all right? So 60% of a number is 27. What is the number? The number is 45. And then I love when you take out your calculator just to check it. So let's check and see if 60% of 45 is 27. So we just type in 60% of 45 and it should be 27. Yes, it is 27. So you know you're correct. All right. Now, as I said, don't use a calculator. Do it by just working it out and then use a calculator to test your answer, because in the paper one, in Csec, you cannot use a calculator. Now, this question says, Marcus did not do so well on his mathematics exam. Marcus didn't do too well. He got 12 out of 35. His marks of 12 out of 35 was 3/8 of the marks that Trevor got, who got the highest marks on the paper. What was Trevor's score out of 35? So guys, this is now a real life question of pretty much fractions, all right? So they like to give real life questions sometime. And to give real life questions, they mix it up with algebra. So Marcus didn't do too well on the exam. He got 12 out of 35, but Trevor got the highest on the test, and Marcus got 3/8 of Trevor's grade. So let's write that down. Let's call Trevor's score N. All right. So Marcus got 3/8 of Trevor's score, and that was 12. That's 12 marks. Okay, so we just need to make N the subject. So we cross multiply again. So we're going to get 12 times 8 is equal to 3n times 1. So 3n times 1 is 12 times 8. 12 times 8 is 96. Okay? 12 times 8 is 96. So now what we have is 3n is equal to 96. So we divide both sides by 3. 3 into itself 1. And 3 into itself 1 here. 3 into 9 goes 3 times. 3 into 6 goes 2 times. So Trevor's score is 32 out of 35. Whoa. Trevor got 32 out of 35. Trevor did go on good. Trevor was doing really well. Lovely. So this is a real life question of how they like to give fractions. All right. Lovely. And the last question here says, Shakib Al-Hassan is Bangladesh best batsman in T20 and one-day international cricket. Shakib scored 6,600 runs in one-day cricket. Given that his T20 runs is 4/5 of his total one-day runs, how much runs does Shakib have in T20 cricket? Now, looking at it, it seems a lot, but let's break down what they say. The first part, not so important. The second line, very important. Shakib has 6,600 runs. Okay, good. Given that his T20 runs is 4/5 of his total one-day runs, so his T20 runs is 4/5 of its total one-day runs. So let's call his T20 runs X. We don't know what X is, but we know that his T20 runs is 4/5 of his one-day runs. How much runs he has his one day? 6,600. Oh my God, that was so easy. So now we just need to find X. So X is just 4/15 of 6,600. So X will be, now let's see if 15 can divide into it. Now 15 into itself goes 1 time. 15 into 66 goes 4 times because 15 times 4 is 60 and it leaves a remainder of 6. And then we go 15 into 60 goes 4 times, remainder 0, so that's 440. All right, now you can check it. You can actually do it the long division way. Divide 6,600 by 15. I guarantee you're going to get 440. All right, so you can check it out that way. So now we have 4 times 440 is how much runs he has in T20 cricket. So X is 4 times 440, which is, let's work it out here, 440 times 4 is, 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 4 is 16. I will carry up 1. 4 times 4 is 16 plus 1 is 17. So Shakib has 1,760 runs in T20 cricket. And that is a real life question of how they like to give fractions. So look out for these real life questions. They love, 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 love to give them. All right. So, yep, this is all in section 1 of the Csec math paper. Stay tuned for more as we will do more topics in section 1, section 2, straight through to section 10. All right, so stay tuned for more, and I do hope that this video was helpful. I do hope that you keep on practicing, and I wish you all the best for this academic year as you strive for excellence in mathematics. Take care.